work on uh, titles and such because I'm actually not forging again. I wanted to show you guys. I see this comes up a lot in various Facebook groups. How to clean various metals and such. So, I don't know if you can see this. This is dirty. Um, pH down is what this is sold as. I've got, this one is made by Clorox apparently. The active ingredient that you want to focus on is here, 93.2%, and then whatever other crap they throw in there. But the active, the thing that you care about. Hey, Dustin. The thing that you really care about is the active ingredient being, this is sodium bisulfate. So let me grab the other bag. I'll show you. Same thing, really. It's the same thing, right? It's sodium bisulfate. It's sodium bisulfate. Now the percentage might be higher, but let me check. 92%. No. So the active ingredient is here. Same thing. I think I got this at Menards. The other one you could probably find at Walmart in the pool cleaning or whatever section, or big box stores, whatever. If you go to a pool supply company, you can probably get this stuff by the bucket. So the next thing is, you do not need to do anything fancy to get this stuff to work. And I'm going to show you that, but let me get a piece of material hot. Let me find a piece of material to get hot. Here we go. It's a 3/4 square bottle over here. Perfect. So I'm going to heat my water up. This is just plain water. There's nothing fancy. We had a lot of rain last night. I just threw the bucket out off the side of the building where it tends to overflow. Filled this up last night. I was actually trying to make it stop raining, because anytime I do that, that's when the rain stops. But now I could have probably filled up 12 of those last night. All right, let me heat up this bar so I can quench it off in that water and warm it up a bit. Oh, wait a minute. I got an infrared thermometer over here somewhere. Oh, I don't know how well this works in water. We'll see. It's about close to 60 degrees. See, this is still hot. I can feel it vibrating in my hand. Yeah, that jumped up 63 degrees. So let me hit that one more time. Let's try to get it around 80 degrees maybe. We'll see, right? I guess I could turn this and actually see the chat. You guys see me over there? Yeah. See, so at least now I'll be able to heat this back up. warmer, I'm sure. That's still warm. Alright. So, I don't know where it's at now. Nice, nice and warm. It doesn't have to be screaming hot or anything. It's like 70-ish, almost 70. 68.9 is just a second. Like it. Yeah. Battery might be down on this end. 68.9, 69. Close to 70. Doesn't have to be screaming hot. A little warmer would be better. So I'm just going to fill this cup up. This is my measuring tool. Actually, to be honest, I typically just dump the bag in 5 gallons or half the bag. But this time, I'm going to measure up to the first little rib inside my. I don't know what that comes out to. But we'll see how it does. I'm going to add that in. Now, here is a piece of very oxidized and very dirty copper. Right? It's dirty, trust me. I'm going to use this to stir this up. I'm gonna get that bar hot one more time. So in the time that I do that, I'm gonna let that sit. Yeah, this doesn't have to be warm at all, but it definitely works better, faster with warmer water than cold water. So I'm just warming up this bar, quenching it off in here to bring up the temperature a bit. It's like hot bath water, it's about all you need. It doesn't have to be boiling. You can already see where it worked on this. Wow. Just from quenching that in there, right? Let me wipe this down. You can see the difference already. I mean, it just, right? Yeah, you can see it. So there's your typical mill scale on this side, right here. And then much cleaner up here. I haven't even touched it really. You hit that with a wire wheel real quick, that'll shine right up and be real nice. Or if I leave this in there for a little bit, but you can see where it ate that scale off and blew it off just from going in there. Anyways. I wanted to show the copper more than anything else. I don't know. Oh, there it is. I'm just curious to see what this temperature is. 70 degrees now. So I'm just gonna, let me get a rag. Not that rag. This rag will work. Oh my goodness. Yeah, baby. And all I'm doing is wiping it down with a rag. Right? Nothing crazy. And then, like, it's been sitting there for what, 2 minutes? Maybe 3? Like, you can already see the difference. Right? At least I can. So all I did was use, I don't even know what size cups are these? 16 ounce? I don't even know that they're that. I don't know. I went up to that ridge and the solo cup. I mean, I could have filled it all the way up, which wasn't even half of this bag. But I'm going to use a little bit more. Why not? Be easier to close. So I'm just going to do so. At this point, this bucket is 2 cups of this, whatever this comes out to, for 5 gallons. And that's, I mean, you can already see that's more than enough. I mean, you don't need to use that much, and you can actually see it. I'm not copper as much, but on steel you can see it bubbling. So give it a good stir. Mix all that stuff up in there. And then keep this bucket, keep a lid on it, especially in the summertime, and label it so you know what it is. All right, look at that. All I'm doing is hitting it with a rag. And some of this is pretty heavy oxidization from forging. I've got somewhere around here some copper bars. It'll clean copper. It'll clean steel. In fact, my swing outs, I made the mistake of making the wraps for the coil a little too tight, like crazy tight. What I found was if I soaked my swing out arms in that stuff overnight, it ate away just enough that it was still tight in there, but they went in really easily. So yeah, it doesn't take a long time. I would say steel probably takes longer, well, than copper, but let me go grab some aluminum. Because I've not tested aluminum on this, but I noticed this bar from the other day. Now, I don't know. I've not done anything with that. I'm gonna throw it in there, and then I want to say Brian Brazil may have tested titanium in that, and it didn't do anything, but I don't know. I can't remember. If Brian's around, hey, let us know. And then I've not been keeping an eye on the chat because I'm an idiot that way. Let's see. password to get into this thing. Can't see anything on this keyboard. What? The lights are so harsh, washing out the keys on the keyboard. So anyways, while that loads, I need to fix this little computer. That's good. We must have lost power 15 times last night, maybe more. Some of that was, consecutive. So I didn't have a good count, but we lost a few times. Let me pull up the Facebook. Facebook. This needs to be a new talk show. I think Jeff got on. Yeah, right. Maybe we can team up with Coal Iron, and we can do like I could be like a correspondent on the scene. So anyway, so yeah, as you can see, I mean, it's only been in there at this point maybe at most 10 minutes. And all I'm doing is wiping it down with a rag. I'm not doing anything crazy. Now, if I were to take a wire brush to that, it'd probably really clean up. I mean, hell, why not? I got one over here somewhere. Put this stuff out of the way, somewhere where I'll forget about it and then melt it. Scotch-Brite pad. I feel like that brush is just way too harsh. So let me bring this over here. Just like give it a clean. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this. I think it illustrates enough what can be done with this. Is pH down, sold in most box stores. You can find it at Walmart, maybe Target. I don't know. I'm going to try to avoid Target, which is funny, but yeah, I try to avoid that place. So, as you can see, it cleans up copper really well. I've never tried aluminum. I figured, why not? Give it a shot. So let's take a look. There we go. Must be working because it keeps falling in there deeper, disappearing on me. So I'm going to hit it with this. And this is a filthy piece of aluminum too. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It definitely works on aluminum. I mean, it's not just clean, it's pristine clean. I'm just going to give it a little Scotch-Brite loving. I'm not even going hard on this thing. You hit this with a angle grinder with a wire brush attachment, wheel. You'd probably clean this up super quick. Oh wow. So yeah, let me That's way cleaner than I was expecting. And that's only been in there a few minutes. So, I mean, it went, you can see the shine, right? The difference from this, I mean, I apologize if the camera isn't, these lights are completely blowing out. Oh, I have an idea. See, from a lighting perspective, if that is any better, I killed some of the lights. It's still pretty harsh. I mean, go kill some more. Because I don't need all these lights on in here right now. Okay. Well, I can shut the forge lights off, I guess, but that's not going to help that guy. But anyways, let's see if I can show it down here maybe. Oh man, it is just so blown out. What did I do the other day? Oh, I know what I did. So I need to get some kind of light diffuser doodad thingy from my camera that gets stuck under that light. But anyways, I'll use an IBA membership flyer. Maybe. We'll see. I have it angled down, so I don't know that it's going to stay there. But let me see if I can cram this just under here. Just enough to create some kind of like, visor type thing. Good Lord. No, that ain't gonna work. It's just gonna slide right off of there. Oh, did that work? I gotta figure it out. Check it out. Oh, hey, paper right in the way. Ah. Let me see if this works. It's almost not long enough. Hillbilly hacks for your camera, guys. Oh, I think that's better. It looks better anyways. Now, I don't know that it's going to do much about this, because that's going to be the lighting in general. But anyways, trust me, it did the thing. So, geez, you can see where it was up to in the bucket, right? Like you can see the difference. So let's take this to it. And I'm not doing anything crazy, just giving a little rub down with the Scotch-Brite. Good. check it out, right? pH down. You can find it in your pool supply section in a box store, or go to a pool supply shop. You can probably get it by the 5-gallon bucket, and I'm going to guess you can get it relatively inexpensively. I don't remember what I paid for this bag. 20 bucks maybe. I don't even think it was that, to be honest. You know what we can do? We can hit the barcode. Let's find out. Let's find out, right? Barcode. No. Why are you helping me? I know what I'm doing at this point. This image shows a barcode of blah blah blah. HTH Pool Care pH down. In stock at HTH Pools. How much? What? Stores. 15-ish bucks. Lowe's has this for $12. So it's under 20 bucks. 12 bucks at Lowe's. So you can probably get a 5-gallon bucket of this stuff and last you a good long while. The only time I lose mine, typically, is in the wintertime. I'll either dump it or forget about it and it freezes and kills the bucket. But yeah, in the summertime, just keep a lid on it. It'll stay good. And it does not take long to clean off. So, you see, I'm gonna put this end in there real quick. Let's see how long it takes for that to clean up. Right? I'm gonna give it 2 o'clock. Let's give it a minute. I don't even know if I'll get a minute because I don't know when I looked at this. Okay, 2:01. So let's go to 2:02. So it'll be a minute and what, 15 seconds. My water temperature is 70 degrees, 72 degrees. So it's not even that warm, to be honest. It would perform better warmer. I would say it performs best at around 85, 90 degrees. I mean, you can make it hotter and it'll probably form better, but then you actually got to deal with that much more hot. I would say 85, 95 in there is probably a good range. And it works just fine outside of that. It just takes it a little longer. In the summertime, like if you put this out in the morning with your lid on, put this out in the morning and just let the ambient temperature heat it up, you're probably good with that. Or, quench off a couple of pieces of scrap steel in there and warm it up as much as you want. Hey, Kevin. All right. You just came in from foraging. Right on. Sorry if I've missed messages, by the way. I wasn't thinking about the streaming aspect of anything. I just came out and I thought, man, I've seen it. People asked and asked. Well, here we go. I'm going to show it. And I just used, for anybody that may have missed it, all I did was put, and this is more than you need, way more than you need. I just put 2 cups of, and it was only filled up to this rim, it's not, this ridge, line, whatever. I don't know. There's nothing scientific going on here. It's not even half of the bag. I would say it's maybe a quarter of the bag, if that. And it was like, the bag is anywhere from, I'm going to say anywhere from $10 to $20. And you'll get a good lifetime out of it. So how long that's been in there, I'm going to look at my phone. 203. So it's been in there for a little over 2 minutes. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it a wipe down. Right, so we have the original stuff up here that I cleaned, sat in there a little bit longer. So we'll have a good comparison. Now some of this stuff is a little more stubborn than others. And then there you have it. So you can see, I mean, this is just dirty in general, not just from oxidization, but just dirty. Now, if we wanted to oxidize, I'm not going to. This copper will take a minute to heat up. But plus I'll have to get tongs to hold this, which I don't want to do. But yeah, it cleans it up really nice. And it doesn't take long. So I'm gonna put this down somewhere other than on my anvil. Because otherwise I'll do something dumb with it later. That's how I roll. Let me put it over here out of the way. Out of sight, out of mind, right? Then I won't be as inclined to do something stupid with it later when I'm supposed to be doing something else. I'll distract myself and then go on. So here we go. Here's a clean, untouched side over here. I'm gonna put this in there. It's steel, by the way. Mild steel. So I'll just slap that in there. We'll see how it does. I'm honestly surprised that that stupid, my stupid fix for the lighting, the piece of paper hanging over the damn camera. Done. Turn this off. I just want to see if the lighting situation, if it doesn't help a little bit. These lights are so harsh. And I can't, this one and that one, I don't even understand how they're powered right now. Where are they powered? Where are you hooked up at? Okay. So that is hardwired to that guy over there, which doesn't actually have a switch. So this light will technically always be on. And that one is going to a plug over there. Fix that. I was like, I've got all the lights in the shop turned off, but these two morons don't want to cooperate. So anyways. But they're great lights, just not for my ceiling height. So I think I'm gonna do is get some oh, I've seen them. Drop ceiling lights, I think, or the LED drop ceiling lights. So they would normally sit in there. Somebody I seen use them. They wanted to put overhead or skylights in their shop, and they couldn't really, because of the cost, they couldn't really justify it. So what they did is they put the LED drop ceiling lights in its place. Who did that? Nathan Brandt did that, I think. So Nathan did that, and I saw that the other day, and I was like, oh, hey, I like that idea. I guess you can either, I mean, I'm sure you can, but you can adjust the temperature on the lights, or maybe even get some that dim. I'm gonna look, because I like that. I like that idea a little bit more. Quote unquote natural lighting, or something not as harsh as these guys are. They will light some shit up, I'll tell you that. But it's like having spotlights overhead, which can be brutal, especially working at the anvil. If your face is cleaned off, every once in a while this will be cleaned off. it will reflect that light right back in your face, and that can be harsh. So we'll turn these back on, but I keep these, the ones around in my forging area, and they're still harsh, but they're not bad. But I keep these on a dimmer so I can dim them. So but they're not as low as they're as low as my dimmer will go, but I feel like they should be able to go lower than this. I don't know. So I'm gonna pull this out. So I'm gonna show you with, where's that, there it is. I'll show you with this, Scotch-Brite pad. I'm just gonna, I don't know how long it's been in there. I think you'll be able to see where I hit it with the Scotch-Brite. The difference. Like I said, the longer you leave it in there, the more better it's gonna be. But you don't have to leave it overnight. Give it a couple hours maybe if you're doing steel. And like I said, if it's hot, yeah, you can already see where it's eating the scale up. Right there, especially on these edges. Right here, yeah. So you can see now. This was hot. I don't know how well. Yeah, you can kind of see it, I guess. Man, that light is so. Well, you can kind of see it. Not really. Sorry. But anyways, you can kind of see how that, I mean, yeah, anyways. And we did nothing special there. I'm going to actually use that for something later. But you can see, right, I got to find the lid for this thing. And it's got, it could be cleaner, but whatever. And I'll probably do rather than a live stream, I might make a recorded video of this, just so I can paste it into the chats where people ask about it. Be like, here, go check this out. I'm gonna get back to doing what I was supposed to be doing. So I'll catch you guys later. And thanks for hanging out.